spend my life with a girl like you. And do all the things that you want me.
Hey everyone, Nami M. Scott, life enthusiast here with LA Ladies interview number 2 revisited. We interviewed Jessie Kahnweiler a while ago, but it was all transcribed and it was all words, and that's boring, so now we're doing it on video.
Oh. Oh, I didn't realize you were filming.
Are you ready, lady?
Oh my god, I'm so ready. I'm ready to take this ride.
Jessie is a writer, filmmaker, director, all-around superhero.
Sam Hayek's body double.
Yes.
You keep forgetting.
As a woman in the film industry, what would you say your top obstacle is?
I mean...
Got serious real fast.
I think... Damn you. I think the top obstacle is that question. If you operate with your gender just in the forefront, like, of course, I'm a woman. You can't deny it. Like, that... Totally straight up, and I wouldn't have it any other way, and I love being a woman. It fucking rocks. I love it. Like, that's my point of view, that's the lens I see the world. It's gonna be influenced in like every single move that I make, every single time I speak or think or fart, like it's coming from a woman, and hell yeah, that's awesome. But I think it gets problematic when you're using that to kind of separate yourself from your work and your art and the rest of filmmakers in general, because everybody has their thing, everybody has their point of view. So I think trying not to alienate people, you know, by being like, I'm a women filmmaker and I have all these, this is how hard it is for me. I mean, it's hard for everybody. So trying to not get caught up in that minutia, you know, in that very rhetoric of being like, well, I'm a female filmmaker, so it's harder for me. And it's like, that's bullshit.
So basically, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, just don't suck.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Try not to suck ass. I mean, honestly, I think that that's the number one thing in this industry is like, you gotta like look at them as advantages and look at them as stuff to give you an original voice, not to hold you back from speaking.
Ah, positivity. Totally gonna go run through a meadow now.
Oh, hold on, my unicorn just got here.
Yeah. Oh. Your short film, Stupid Questions, which I loved, brings up the subject of dating. What are your top dating tips for women in Los Angeles?
Oh my god. Don't be me. Anything that I do, just do the complete opposite of it. Don't assume that it's all like the Jessie show or the Nami show and it's all like one-sided, right? So like, we're so smart as girls and we're so intuitive and we have these amazing imaginations, but that can really quickly translate into being totally fucking crazy and being like, he's smiley faced instead of dotted, and that means that he doesn't want, you know, and like we carry out all the relationship in our head before it's ever happened. It's so easy to have communication breakdowns, right? Well, he didn't Skype me when I texted him and he said he would, you know, it's like, so just my top thing would be to just like be open and like ride that freak train. I mean, you got to just do it and see it through. And if it doesn't work out, at least you play the game and learn something from it. It's not always good to think. Let him have a say.
Right, not just all up in your head.
Yeah, all up in your head.
Okay, so what about dating tips for men in Los Angeles?
Oh my god. I'm Jessie. I'm an Aquarius.
Yeah, press my contact button on my website.
I'm nothing like your mother.
I will give you her number.
Don't assume that girls just like want kids and marriage and want you to pay for everything and da-da-da, and you have all these assumptions because your ex-girlfriend is fucking crazy and da-da-da. It's like, we're not your ex-girlfriend. Like, we have our own issues and we're totally crazy, but it's not the same crazy. So, like, be open. You know, be open to new stuff and try not to bring all of your shit.
No,
like, we're not your exes. We're gonna be your exes.
Yeah. Tell me your top 3 musts for the man of your dreams.
Oh my god, number 1 must. I recently realized this. You have to be so into your own shit. Like, I don't care what it is. I want like, babe, that's cool. Like, I'll pick up the lasagna, but like first I gotta finish my shit. And I just like,
and you're like, oh my
orgasm,
god, so
orgasm.
hot.
I love that. And then also totally into like supporting me in my shit. You can't be funnier than me.
Okay, that's true.
You can like wear suspenders, like ironically. Oh, I have one. I have one. You see guys that are just like super ironic about everything and they have like their artisan microbiotic bullshit and that's like their life and they're just like, look at my handcrafted woolen thing that's a response to this movement in conjunction with this, but it's ironic because it's a Justin Bieber t-shirt, blah, blah, blah. It's like, who are you? Like, what do you actually believe? So I want a dude that's like sincere about what he actually believes. That's secure with themselves.
So basically,
I want a guy that's secure with themselves.
So your work seems to focus a lot on finding oneself. So how do you feel about where you are in life right now?
I'm totally secure and everything is perfect and it's always together all the time and it's always happy, great.
Is that a tear?
Can you hear me dying inside? I think I'm at a place where I'm really secure in not being secure. I want to live my life and be open and vulnerable to new things and experiences and to always be challenged and always be learning, and that gets really scary sometimes. Like, how are you doing? Well, I'm like just on the peak of realizing like what my full potential is, and like I don't know. I don't want to ever be like, yep, I know my potential. For me, like I always want to feel like I could, you know, there's so much more stuff and I don't even know the beginning of it. I don't know what that cool shit is to come, but like I'm gonna show up, you know, to try to find out. When I was little, I played soccer, and like before every left wing. No, but like before every game, I would always just like the night before, like, you know, I'd always just be like, why am I doing this? Like this is so stupid. Like this is gonna be, I'm so nervous. I can't sleep. I can't eat. Well, positive, but like I can't, you know, I'm so nervous and I'm terrified and I don't want to do this, and then like I would play the game, you know, I'd be in that zone like that, and then I would go in and play the game, and then afterwards it was just like,
feels so good.
I can't, this is just I, you know, and it's like, so I try to have that whenever I have that soccer game feeling. I'm like, I know something, I know that's a good sign.
In your web series Dude, Where's My Chutzpah, you're searching for your chutzpah, obviously. So what is chutzpah to you, and do you think you found it yet?
The very word chutzpah has a lot
history
of
lesson.
It means nerve, and in the dictionary it's like a word so that no other word in the English language can do it justice. Like that's why there's no literal English translation for chutzpah. But what people like heard about this project, they're like, chutzpah, you know, like my grandma was actually like, dude, that's not a good thing. Like chutzpah is not, having chutzpah has this negative connotation. Like you're like, and I'm like, that very idea that I'm like basing this whole project of finding myself around this word that doesn't even have positive connotations, like that's chutzpah, you know, and like what is it like to own that word of like having the balls to show up for life and put yourself in situations and be vulnerable and be open, you know, and have chutzpah in this like loving, authentic way.
You're redefining chutzpah.
Right. I hope so. I hope so. For me, at least.
I want chutzpah.
You got it, girl. You got it. And that's it too, is like kind of this idea of the more that I like can interact with people that I think have that, and kind of we can all recognize, and it's like this movement. And I think when you say like, have I found my chutzpah? Like I'm finding it, you know. We're
always in the process of finding our chutzpah. If you had to choose another occupation, completely different occupation, what would it be and why?
I was just in the desert, and I don't know, I think it'd be cool to be like a park ranger, forest
Okay, you'd be the most fun ranger ever.
I'd be like, welcome to nature, bitches. I don't know, maybe I will be.
If you saw yourself at a party, what would your first impression be? And her eyes got really big just now.
Hopefully I would think like, oh, that person looks funny and interesting, but also has like some depth to her, and it's not all just like ball jokes, you know. I mean, there's something behind the ball jokes,
right? So if you could get advice from a younger version of yourself, what age Jessie would it be, and what would she say to you?
Pre-bat mitzvah Jessie, for sure. Just totally uninhibited. Like I wouldn't even apologize for not shaving my legs, because I wouldn't even give a shit about it in the first place. And I ate 3 boxes of Frosted Flakes last night because I friggin' wanted to, Jessie. Jessie that like watches The Little Mermaid and eats an apple every day after school.
Amazing.
And that's it. That's all that I need to be happy. End of conversation.
The Little Mermaid.
A Little Mermaid and a red delicious apple cut up. That's all that I need.
Oh my God.
That's all that I need to be happy. Not worry about like being funny for other people, you know? Just like totally in my head and like really comfortable in that place. I played dress up until I was like, I don't know. I was like wearing training bras and still playing dress up, like probably like 14. Like that Jessie that can just be so comfortable in these totally imaginary out there worlds.
What would her advice be to you?
To trust that more, to like trust my instincts more, and to totally like give and take from the outside world and have really meaningful relationships and everything. But like at the end of the day, like it all comes back to like what I believe and not being self-conscious about, you know, everything that I am
Yeah.
and what I'm not.
What would your advice be to other women who are trying to make it as filmmakers, writers, actors, superheroes, comedians?
Just do your thing and don't worry about if you're doing it the right way or not. You know, I think we're really fortunate to have all this technology and we can kind of like connect to each other and see everyone's processes, but I think sometimes it makes us overcomplicate things, especially as girls. We get in our head so much about like the right way to do things, and there's no right way.
That's true.
That's the beauty of it. You can do whatever you want. Jack Warner said, which I really love, he was like, the harder I work, the luckier I get. You know, like luck and magic is out there, but it's like you got to operate in the realm. And I think the realm is not usually eating moon pies in your underwear.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Sometimes it is.
Word association.
All right, come on.
Ready?
Come on so we can eat. Let's go.
Genius.
Uninhibited.
Ooh, just getting deep. Passion.
Sex. No, I just passion, honestly, like fruit. Because passion fruit's
Fruit.
really good.
It is good. Confidence.
Loving yourself.
The definition of Los Angeles.
Trickle. I don't. Trickle.
What?
Trickle.
What? Laughter.
Medicine.
What I do like to do with the interviewee is to have them drop us a little pearl of wisdom to the audience. So, what is your pearl of wisdom?
To just be vulnerable and be open to having new experiences, and like the person that you already want to be is the person that you already are.
Oh,
Oprah. 2000.
that hit me in a deep.
I've been in LA for too long. I gotta get back to the East Coast. This is what this
God,
interview
you're
has
so
made
positive.
me realize.
Oh,
It's
your
just
legs are
hair.
so tan.
That's just word association means you can't, like, there's no wrong word.
Yeah,
so
no.
trickle, motherfucker. Welcome to the wrath of hell. You're in my life forever.
Thank goodness.
I just love you.
Can I dance with you?